Hello, this is Seraph, and welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. Now, we just went through Gus's history, and we're going to see what's up this rock wall up in the attic to see what else we can find out about this magical house. Because it just keeps getting more and more complicated
My mom
as we
moved up
get
to the
higher.
loft after her brothers died.
Oh.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Oh, this is Mom's room. Holy Bible.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Hurricane lamps, rosary, nice little sofa. Can't read those notes. Dawn.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay. Lots of notes. Stuff around. India. Fly to India. Pack. 10 ways to teach critical thinking. Oh, here's my way out.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Oh, the storm's picking up. We've got some solar panels.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Dawn,
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Willis, Milton.
And to see kids in the house again.
Little planters up here.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Yeah, no, Edie was really good at expanding this house in unconventional means. Whose room is this?
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Oh, so they were homeschooled. Multiplication tables. There's a book here. Family history, fact or fiction. Lewis rules.
But it didn't last.
Didn't last. Oh, nice little laptop. Happy little family. Relief efforts ended disaster. Odin Finch. Doing class projects when there's only the two of you. It didn't last.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Uh-oh. You can peek into Milton's room.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Yeah, they didn't put an end date because they never found the body. They don't know if he was dead or not. That I can get into. Is there anything else there on this side? No, okay. We're gonna go into that. Here we go. Paint. It's a door. It's a man.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
No, Milton was quite the artist. One of these yellow prints. Milton goes up. checkbook? No.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
It's a pretty big flip book. Is he gonna go through the door in his painting? That's where he disappeared.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Milton just disappeared, crawling into the door he painted on canvas. Wow, the top of the house looks really rickety.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
The footprints go in between here and here.
Whatever
Maybe.
Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Maybe he did end up going through his painted door.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Uh-oh. Lewis.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Of course. Lewis thinks he's a fun guy. It's a boat. His room is made out of a boat. No? I guess that brings new meaning to the phrase, whatever floats your boat. Let's see what Lewis had going on. Oh, he was a partaker of the hookah.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
We got
Lewis and I spent a lot of time
Turbo.
playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Why do you need memory cards in a cartridge-based game? The Red King's Dream. Oh, computer. Oh, there's a pipe. Tom Finch.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery.
Alright, just cutting heads off fish.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Oh. I'm playing a game.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small,
This is weird. I
imagining
gotta
a
be doing
labyrinth.
both.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
This is really taking a lot of concentration.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
Oh, there we go. There's me having to cut fish in order to progress.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Oh, isometric.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
Yeah, this doesn't seem
I spoke
like a
with
good
his
idea.
boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
Yeah,
So I let him go on.
Up until I cut my hand off in this machine. Oh yeah.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
I am losing my vision of the real world.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
A dog.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
We got a drummer.
Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play.
This is... I really don't want to get my hand cut.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Fish.
He no longer spoke at the cannery,
Uh-oh.
but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him
Uh-oh.
that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished.
This isn't
He held
gonna
an
end
election
well.
for mayor. And he won.
Of course he did. He's Lewis. Lewis is fantastic.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Uh-oh. Less and less of the cannery. More and more of
He'd
this
conquer a city,
magical
then
world.
immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
Of course, St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis.
Oh,
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
uh-oh. Lewis is
In
going
Louisburg,
away.
he heard rumors of a
A
handsome queen.
Still good doing my chopping.
The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbows. Come on.
radiant rainbows.
Yeah. Oh, there's a rainbow. Oh, knocked over a rainbow.
He followed the sound of her
Electric sitar, yes.
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Oh, here we go.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Yeah, no, it's still there. Still
He
gotta
knew the
chop the
world
fish.
was all in his imagination.
What was that sound? Oh, that was the door opening.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
He became a god.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Uh-oh.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Oh, here we go. Oh no, this is the cannery? Yeah. Oh, I got my my locker. Got my game, my paraphernalia, my fractal poster.
He began to forget the world we know.
Uh-oh.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Oh, I'm gonna push myself into the slicer.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Can I do anything? Or do
I
have to
still
go
thought
through
I could
steps?
save him.
Ah,
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
he's going out the window.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
I knew this wasn't gonna end well, I'm just not sure how. Oh, there's a
Including the
large
wise
cat.
Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Molly, of course. There we go. Let's get up these steps. Direct me with your spears.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Yeah, there it is. It's a
There was only
guillotine.
one thing left to do.
And fish on the wall.
Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Emily Newth.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
That seems to be everyone but Edie. And Dawn. Lewis Finch locker contents. Oh, there's a little statue of the Sultan. Well then, Lewis, like the rest of them, met an untimely demise. And I think we'll see what's outside of Lewis's room in the next one.